is my favorite elephant. She is 40 years old. She's one of 4 40-year-olds that we have here. She is kind of quirky and she kind of moves at her own pace, so she requires a little bit of patience sometimes, but she's a really sweet elephant.
So what makes Megan, our elephant, very unique is the fact that she currently has hypertension or high blood pressure, and she's receiving the best care possible that any institution could provide. Her hypertension was discovered because last December 13th, she collapsed on exhibit. And fortunately, one of our visitors was able to inform us that there was an elephant down the exhibit. So everybody rushed up there. After several minutes, she kind of stood up and was okay. But in my mind, something significant had to be going on to put an elephant on the ground. I've seen personally some elephants in the past that have had heart issues, and so my first thought was, let's do blood pressures on her. So we did blood pressures on her for 3 straight days. Those were significantly elevated compared to what we have in our database. Then we went to do an ECG on her, and those showed some significant cardiac abnormalities. Based on that, she most likely has a functional tumor, and it's located in her adrenal gland. The tumor is diagnosed through diagnostic tests, but the tumor could be the size of your thumbnail and producing all these products. And in an 8,000-pound elephant, that's a needle in a haystack. There isn't a surgical option in an elephant to try and find it and then surgically remove it. The technology, the equipment is just not there for something like that. This is unprecedented in elephants on how to treat high blood pressure. The first thing we need to do is give her medication that would prevent the products the tumor is secreting from affecting her heart. We have 2 different drugs that we utilize, and she gets it every 12 hours, every day, for the rest of her life. We're currently spending, just on the 2 medications that you saw in her sandwich this morning, $6,500 per month. This is an expensive endeavor, but everybody's rooting and pulling for Megan, and she is clinically much improved.
Yeah, looked okay yesterday.
We designed a technique using the blood pressure cuff on the tail. It pressurizes and it kind of closes the artery, and then it lets the pressure out at stage intervals. And so the pressure releases, and when that artery flows, the unit captures that.
She gets weekly blood pressures. Every Wednesday in the morning we'll do blood pressures with her, and that's something that she's known to do for her yearly physicals. So she's already been great with that. And we just take that from the tail. We've just put a blood pressure cuff on and get the readings that way. And she's been doing great with all of that.
Our goal is to get everybody doing blood pressures on elephants. It's really cool. The elephants allow it. It doesn't hurt them. Megan doesn't have to do this if she doesn't want to. She came up to the bar, she presented her tail, put the cuff on her tail. I'll go back and make clinical notes of what we saw this morning. All the results of her blood work, her urinalyses and such is all in our database, and that will be available to other veterinarians dealing with elephants that have similar episodes.
So she's been able to go out with the herd as normal during the day and at night. We just kind of monitor her every once in a while, but so far she's been great. Her personality is still the same and she can go on with her day normally.
The only way that Megan is on exhibit is because of the dedication of the staff and the support of the zoo. All departments in the zoo have a role in Megan's health and well-being. And there's been no discussion on no, we can't or no, we won't. It's all been let's do what's best for Megan. And I think she knows that we're trying to help her as well.